Welcome, food lovers. Thanks for coming out. Today we are making the He's Just Not That Into You menu. And I'm sorry to hear that. Been there, done that, bought the t-shirt store. So anyway, we are going to counteract that with today's If You See a Chance, Take It, Define Romance, Thai grilled chicken. It's delicious. Actually, this whole menu is delicious. I don't know if many of you remember the old Steve Winwood song. Have a listen to that, and that's what it's all about. So, first utensil actually is a mortar and a pestle. That's what we are going to use. Mortar and a pestle we're going to use to grind and pulverize the ingredients. First ingredient is garlic, and I've added that. Next ingredient is pink Himalayan sea salt. That's what I love to cook with. So we're going to add a pinch of that. My hands are clean, don't worry. 2 pinches, why not? So, Himalayan sea salt. Next ingredient, we are using black peppercorn. And peppercorn are also green and red. Today we are using black. So I've added all 3 ingredients into the mortar and the pestle, and now I am going to start pounding them all together until I create a paste. Now, what I do is when I'm using a mortar and a pestle is I put my hand over top so that the ingredients don't come flying out. It keeps everything in place. Okay, thank you. So I have a beautiful paste here, and there is nothing like garlic and black pepper blended together. I know that sounds odd, but it's just a really nice combination. So it's all pulverized, pounded into a nice paste. Our next ingredient, coriander root. And so this coriander root I bought from the grocery store. Often coriander comes with a root attached, and most people have no idea what to do with it. This is what you do with it. So I have washed it and let it soak in warm water so I can remove any dirt from it. And so I have chopped it into little pieces. And now I am also using my hands, yes, and that's okay because they're clean. I am now putting that into the mortar and the pestle. So I will continue on pulverizing this as well into a paste. So then we'll have a nice paste and we'll continue on with the marinade. All right, I do have a nice paste here, if I don't say so myself. And so that does definitely take some elbow grease, but it's well worth it. If you don't have the time or the elbow grease, then you can also use a little food processor to make it into a paste. All right, so that's what the paste looks like. And I'll just show you what it looks like. I don't know if I would describe it as appetizing, but don't worry. The flavor makes up for everything. And so that's what the paste looks like. All right, so that's in a bowl, obviously. And next ingredient is fish sauce. Fish sauce. What is it? Well, it's fermented fish, typically anchovies. It can be made from different types of fish that are fermented, and it has a very salty flavor to it, so we won't add too much. And the most interesting fermented fish that I saw ever in my life was at an open-air farmer's market in Vientiane, which is the capital city of Laos. And there were big, huge vats, about that size, with all different sizes of fish. And they were in some sort of a liquid and salt, and they were fermenting. You could smell them miles away. Anyway, so that was the most interesting experience. I didn't have the heart or the stomach to buy any fish sauce there. So you can find it easily at grocery stores here. It's international food oil, easily found. All right, that's the story of fish sauce. Salty, salty. Next ingredient, coconut milk. This also can be found anywhere, and I love it. I use coconut milk in a lot of my cooking actually, and it is exactly what it is. It's coconut milk. The liquid within coconut is coconut water. Next comes coconut milk, and the consistency of coconut milk can be like this, and it can be more liquidy. And then there's also coconut cream, which is very decadent and very rich. So I'm now adding the coconut milk to the marinade, and that is it for the marinade. So that is what the marinade looks like. All right, so thank you very much. All right, the final ingredient and the key ingredient that we will add to our Thai grilled chicken is chicken. All right, so I have cut chicken breasts into 8 pieces. So here we have them. And so now I'm just going to add them to the marinade. That's it. Now, one little tip. When I am using a knife to scrape on a chopping board, I always turn the knife upside down. So I don't use the blade. I always use the other side because it's actually flatter, as you can see, number one. And number two, I don't dull my knife. So those are 2 little tips that I'm sharing with you. Okay, so now chicken has been added, and so now I will just stir that. Sorry, I turned my back to you. Now, we'll leave it to marinate. We want the flavors to impart nicely onto the chicken. This chicken is so incredibly moist and flavorful. It's incredible. Now the best thing to do is to leave your chicken overnight. The longer you leave it to marinate, the more the flavors are imparted onto the chicken. The coconut milk does a delicious job moisturizing the chicken, and the other flavors are just so intense. They are delicious. Anyway, it's a really, really simple grilled chicken recipe, a taste of Thailand. I love it, and I know you will too. So to cook it, you can either grill it, flavor is amazing, or you can bake it in the oven too if you like. Whatever you like, or actually better yet, grill it in the oven, as long as your chicken is cooked. All right, thanks very much, and here's to winning him back. Good luck. Cheers.